Good morning, guys. It's Friday morning, September the 18th. It's View from the Pastor's Study, and we are looking at Tyranny the Urgent. We'll finish up this study tomorrow, and we're looking at time the next 2 days. One is the God's timing, the idea of God and time. And then tomorrow we'll talk about our stewardship of time and look at 4 actions Hummel talks about taking to encourage us in the appropriate stewardship of time. Let's talk about God's timing. When we talk about completing all that God has called us to do, and we talk about pleasing God in what we do and doing God's will in what we do, and we talk about the importance of prayer in what we do and the importance of God's word in what we do, we cannot leave out the importance of God's timing. God moves at a different speed than we do. God has different priorities than we do. I know in the book of Isaiah it says his ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. That doesn't mean they're different, that they're higher. He sees from a different vantage point. He's looking at the big picture. When we make decisions, we're not aware of the future in the same sense that he is. We're not aware of the past or even the present in the same way that he is, or even the visible and invisible. God looks at things from a timing aspect that is not like us. And to me, the greatest definition of patience is learning to live life based upon the timing of God. So I want to share with you something about Jesus and timing, and hopefully it'll make sense. Jesus is our example, after all. It's John chapter 11, and Jesus is fixing to come across a situation where in our finite minds we would think the timing was wrong, but it's actually right. Here's what it says. Now a certain man was sick, Lazarus of Bethany, the town of Mary and her sister Martha. It was that Mary who anointed the Lord with fragrant oil and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick. Therefore the sister sent to him, saying, Lord, behold, he whom you love is sick. When Jesus heard that, he said, This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of Man may be glorified through it. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was sick, did he go right away? No. I mean, he could have gone when he was sick and healed him. But no, this is what it says. It says, he stayed 2 more days in the place where he was. Now, travel time and everything taking into consideration, 2 more days was on purpose, and it was God's purposes that were at play. It's our understanding from reading on in the story. Of course, Lazarus dies, and Jesus knows that Lazarus is going to die. Because the purpose here that God is doing is not to heal a sick man. It's to raise a dead man so that Jesus can proclaim to them that he is the resurrection and the life. This would be the culmination of all of his miracles in the raising of Lazarus. But if you don't take into account God's timing, you miss it. Because the goal is that God be glorified and the Son be glorified through this event. Now, this is not about neglecting to care for others. This is about being sensitive to God and his timing in matters. We live in what I call a microwave society. We want to punch a couple of buttons and boom, we got our result. We do not serve a microwave God, though. We serve a crock-pot God. He moves at a different speed than we do, and he does it for a reason. So timing is very, very important in the Christian life. Are you mindful of God's timing? When it comes to the tyranny of the urgent, urgent implies hurry. Urgent implies now. Urgent implies don't wait. Urgent implies come Jesus right now and heal Lazarus. But Jesus would not let the urgent rule over him, and he waited for God's timing. And we saw God work in a mighty way. So So the same God that worked in Jesus' life is at work in your life today. The same Jesus who did this is the Jesus whom you serve. Timing. Timing. Be sensitive to God's timing in your life, whether it is something today or something long term, because God is on the throne and God's timing is perfect. And I pray that you'll make time this Sunday to join us, 9:30 on campus or online for our worship service. 10:45 we'll have on-campus Sunday school. We'll not be on Facebook. We will do Facebook Sunday school at 2 p.m. We're in Isaiah. I believe it's chapter 7, and it's an awesome passage. So we encourage you to join us for that. I pray God blesses you. I pray you have a great weekend and that you will experience the pace and the timing of God today.